Hey, good morning, world. It's April 8th, 2022 at 9:44 a.m. my time. And, a snapshot of the world as it transcends before our eyes this morning. I think one of the first things I tuned into was the fact that former President Barack Obama was at the White House yesterday and his popularity basically embarrassed President Biden. And there was a comment about, something like former Vice President Biden, in a kind of a underhanded quip that just shows that Barry is still, the lead guy of the Democratic Party. And of course, that just created a whole lot of noise. And it's a whole lot of noise, quite frankly, because they're getting ready to try to prime the pump for the midterms, to try to challenge what appears to be what may become a Republican runaway in the midterms, which then would set the table for either a Trump return or something even, more insane than that possibility, which one can only imagine what the likes of the Mercers and the Kochs and all of the billionaire, superstructure support that those guys have on the right side that might want to usher in their version of the Confederacy, the new Confederacy. That's what it looks like to me, and I'll say it again until I'm blue in the face. We've got a choice between corruption of the Wall Street meritocracy, 4 decades, neoliberal, lie that created the disaster that I continue to give you the details about that then led to Trump. And all of it is a circus of distortion, pollution, distraction, and bullshit. And so I'm just going to tell you again and again and again. And I'm going to make this revelation in context to a badass documentary I watched last night. So I grew up, and I tell you guys a lot that I'm going to throw back to the 80s. And I'm the same age as Tony Hawk, and I used to be a total skateboarder. I grew up in the Dogtown days, and I was a full-on punk rocker, super aggressive skater who just loved to skateboard. And one of the big things about skateboarding is that it's definitely not the team sport thing, right? And so it's not conformity. A lot of the people in the skateboarding world were always independent, super independent in a sense that in everything that they did, right? And so skateboarding itself became kind of an artistic style or expression of oneself. But to only get to a place where someone was actually good, particularly in their peers of people who did it all the time, was you had to slam over and over and over. So I was watching this documentary last night of Tony Hawk, and it was produced by the Duplass brothers. And God, dude, Tony Hawk is still going so strong. And, the dude's 53 years old, worth north of $100 million. And he skates 5 days a week, and he slams like insane slams, right? And when your body gets over middle age, you don't come back very easily from that. And I was just inspired because Tony Hawk's mentality is never about getting down on what doesn't happen. It's just singularly focused on making it happen. And so I'm channeling that to you every single day. We have to create a mass movement of people who are tired of getting played by these two stupid systems that have produced the likes of Obama, who get to act like, he's the knight in shining armor, when he basically made sure that the largest criminal conspiracy and cover-up in history happened. The reason why he's baked into the whole, let's call it the elite system of media, is because the bad guys that he didn't go throw in jail literally own media. And they're the ones that are going to make sure that you don't get the truth that I'm bringing to you. And the truth is, we have absolute corruption that basically funneled, torpedoed $50 trillion since 2009 into the coffers of these people that control the system and the world, and they do it to everybody's expense. They piss on your head telling you it's rain, and you're a mark. And you will continue to be a mark while you sit on your hands and you try to chase people that might be popular or pretend like they're working for your interests when they basically cover it up. And they look to do, the biggest, and I hate to use the word betrayal, but that's what it was. Obama comes in power, being the knight in shining armor that's, supposed to be change we can believe in to purge the corruption that the Bush administration fostered and, what came in through Clinton and everything else. He did just the opposite. He put everybody in charge that created the disaster that created 2008 that he came in on, and he put them in power to clean it up, which led to what we call the bazooka from the Federal Reserve, in which Eric Holder did not prosecute the crimes that we show you in the con. You've got to understand the facts. We've got to come together. We have to create a mission critical social movement where we all join hands. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, it doesn't matter if you're conservative, doesn't matter if you go to punk rock shows. The truth is the truth. And when you've got the truth, you're bulletproof. You got to get your head around the information first. That's at www.thecon.tv. Please go to Patrick Lovell Truth Bombs the Con on YouTube. Please like and subscribe. Please give me feedback. Please give me questions. I know a lot of you are saying things like, oh my God, this happened to me, and oh my God, this guy's telling the truth. Or a lot of people are like, who is this guy and who does he think he is? I'll tell you who I think I am. I'm the guy that spent 13 freaking years pulling the threads on this odyssey to get the massive truth that is the ultimate truth that no one in media was willing to tell you. Me, the guy in this freaking skull cap, sitting in my kitchen, truth bombing the con every day, which way to Sunday, because I have to. And because like Tony Hawk proves to me over and over, if you believe that you can do it, you gotta freaking commit to it. And that's what I do. And I'm here to help you, help me, because the only way we can get there is together. That's it. That's it. And so some people can be cynically jaded and say, well, you're just trying to sell, a movie so you can get rich and then, off to wherever you go next. Bullshit. I'm in it to change and purge corruption so we can get our country back. If you run it, that's freaking awesome. It's $2 for the $29 trillion truth. And if you can't afford that, which some can't, go to your library, get a library card, rent it for free on a platform called Hoopla. We're giving you the truth that the entire system covered up. And it comes from everybody on the inside. And if you have the truth, you cannot look at Obama and go, the dude's freaking a cover guy. You cannot look at Trump and go, oh my God, that guy's going to drain the swamp. If you buy that, the two freaking platforms of bullshit, I don't know what to tell you. That's okay though. What I need are people of character and dignity that actually give a shit about this country to come together, and the only people movement that has a chance to save ourselves from ourselves. And that's it. So it's hashtag failure is not an option. Hashtag Exodus. Hashtag the resurrection. Hashtag truth is marching. And of course, hashtag the con. Onwards and upwards.